Alrighty then, what's up everybody? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for my first Just a Dude podcast live recorded on Twitch. Thank you. So we're gonna be playing some Ark while we do it because, just because this is my first episode and a lot of this is gonna be based on critique from community and people who do actually check out my YouTube and my content. And the podcast itself will evolve with that, with what people say. What is up, MHOB? How are you doing, my friend? So, today's podcast, what's the word? Today's podcast subject, we're really going to be talking just about gaming, as well as our dreams and aspirations, which my personal dream is, of course, to be a content creator, which is what I'm trying to do right here, and I'm trying to just make it go on forward. Because, I've been holding off on doing a podcast for so long because I originally started a podcast called A Bunch of Dudes with a bunch of other content creators. It was a lot of fun. We actually started to get things going, but because it happened in the middle of my divorce, I let it go to the wayside. And now, you know what? I'm at a point in my life where I have a job, but I'm sick and tired of not doing what I want to be doing in life. And this, right here, what I'm doing right now is what I want to be doing as a career. So, let's talk about it. Let's do it. How are you doing, MHULB? What is your dreams? What are your aspirations? What do you want in life? Here from TikTok, let's go. What is up, ZenCloud420? How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us for the Just a Dude podcast live recorded. So we're going to be, of course, playing some Ark while we do this. And like I said, we are talking about dreams, your aspirations, what you love to do, what you want to do in life. What are your passions? Because I definitely want to know about them. And of course, we're also talking about gaming. I'm excited because, one second, I got to make this work out right for me. Is that... Yeah. Anyways, I'm excited because Ark is... Oh, that's what I need to do. Is, one, technically officially done. But on top of that, Ark is also getting a new map called the Lost Islands, which I'm pretty excited for. Let's see, my dream is to take this down. Well, you can definitely do that right now, my friend. You can definitely do that right now. Let's see. I want to lick peanut butter while wearing cowboy boots with Vaseline. All of this. I mean, listen, GS, if that's what you want to do, far be it from me to be the one to stop you. You can go on and do that and have some fun. But let's try to keep this PG because you know what? I do want to get this recording monetized on YouTube. So to do that, I have to make sure that I don't curse for the first 5 minutes of this podcast. Oh, jeez. I can do this. I can say freak, banana, and fruits. Every curse word would now be fruits. Yeah. Alright. Let's get on in it. So I do have a stream-only file that I've been doing on Ragnarok, which I've been having a lot of fun with. Honestly, Ark is definitely one of those games that I really thoroughly enjoy, and I would play for hours. And I still play for hours. It's a sandbox survival-style game with crafting and taming of dinosaurs and wyvern and other things. What more can you ask for? I mean, honestly, what I could ask for is a game that's all based around dragons and wyverns and all that. But they don't have that yet, so you know what? I'm going to go with Ark. Let's see. Thanks for being cool. Wasn't sure if you were going to read it out. Nice when people have a sense of humor. Oh, yeah. No, trust me, man. I will always find the funnier things in the dark side. But there are, of course, certain things in certain places I just don't go. And that should be easy enough to figure out where those are. I don't really need to explain that. Especially not in a podcast. But yeah, of course, man, you know me. I'm not exactly the kind of person that's always going to be sitting up there being all like, on my high horse about everything. Because, you know what? I'm just a dude. Just like what the podcast is. Just a dude. Alright. Gotta get some energy drink in. This was brought to you by Rain. Not really, but Rain, hey, if you wanna sponsor me, I'm down. this absolutely delicious, refreshing mango matic. Mmm. Alrighty then. So let's see. What was I doing here? Sitting in the darkness. That's what I was doing here. Nope. Aha! I have light. Okay, so I needed to gather wood. I needed a lot of wood, and I haven't tamed anything yet because I just got to this spot because this is one of those spots that have oil and water, and Ark is a really incredible game, but it has a little bit of it can be a little bit complicated and convoluted, and that is something that a lot of games nowadays in the modern day suffer from. You know, they go into this whole thing where they want things to be so real that they overcomplicate the game to a point where it's just like there's all this other crap to do, but none of that has actually anything to do with progression in the game. It's just busy shit, which is probably 1 second. Just need to check something. All right, cool. We're good. I am okay to say anything I want now as long as it's not too extreme. Because we are 15 minutes into the podcast of this recording. So, thankfully, because how YouTube works, after 5 minutes, they just stop giving a flying butt. And I know this for a fact because I watch things like Neebs Gaming, Jacksepticeye, and they are obviously monetized on YouTube, and they all follow that 5 minute rule. So I'm gonna stick to that 5 minute rule. Alrighty then, so I need to go get myself some wood. And I love gathering games like this. Honestly, I do plan on doing a story series based on this. Like, and this is all, this is all in tune with today's theme, following our dreams. What is that? Is that No, that's that one. Anyway, we should start following our dreams. My dream is like to be a content creator, and you know what? I'm starting to get the ball rolling on a lot of these projects. Like even on TikTok, I started doing little tidbits for my narrative sci-fi series that I want to start doing called Fire Amongst the Stars, which I need to start working on the script. And the sad thing is, in the beginning, the first couple episodes of Fire Amongst the Stars, I'm going to be honest with you, is just going to be me. I'm going to be the only one doing the voice acting. I'm the only one who's going to be doing all the editing and everything because there's just me here. And I do plan on like putting in music, and thankfully the music is going to be from a good friend of mine who you can check him out on YouTube as well as on SoundCloud. His name is Vale Walker, and you can check him out in my actual Twitch about panels as well, and I will put him in the description of the YouTube link or the YouTube description for the video when this is posted on YouTube, which of course there will be some editing done for YouTube. Hopefully I'm gonna have to try to figure it out whether or not I can do that or not. We will see when you guys will see, more than likely when it's posted on YouTube. Anyways, but yes, so that YouTube story series that I am working on, which is called Fire Amongst the Stars, which is a sci-fi series, is something that I've been wanting to work on, and I've been like, eep or pop, hobble gobble about actually doing it, mainly because it's just, I was afraid, and I was letting that fear stop me from actually taking hold and doing something about it. And you know what? At this point, I'm gonna do something about it. So, I kind of like put myself in that point where there's like a point of no return. And I started posting stuff on TikTok about it, and actually posting little things of me doing voice acting, ergo, kind of not, but yeah, of that kind of stuff on there, so that I can get it started, so that when I do post it on YouTube, one, I'll have some kind of reference that I've been putting out there, other than just my scattered notes that I have on my computer. But it will be all up there, and it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun for me to be able to actually do out there. Okay, I need to get some stone. Oh, okay, what? I need wood apparently. Alright. So we're gonna go gather some wood over here. Let's see, you should look, let's see, you look so different in your most recent YouTube videos. Oh yeah, of course. And the thing is, in those YouTube videos, all of those were pre-divorce. So yeah, I looked very, very different. But now, I'm me. I'm still me. I haven't changed from who I was back then. It's just now I am happier and freer than I was when I was in that relationship. No hate on my ex, honestly, we just went our separate ways for what we did, and that's just how it was. But that's just how it's going to be. Alrighty then. So, Xenocloud420, I appreciate you using the points for that, but for the podcast, I'm not going to be doing that just for the podcast. All right. Um, but I promise you, if you show up on my next stream, I will redeem that for you without you having to use the points. Just remind me. Now then, mainly because my podcast, if I do like anything that's cooking based, I actually want to be able to have it set up so that I can actually cook the food and show you guys what I want to show you guys a nice recipe on the podcast and do like a podcast that's for cooking, or like an episode dedicated for cooking, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say there. But yeah, that's part of the plan of what I really want to do. And now I really need to get on my bird and fly. But yeah, and with my YouTube story series, what I really plan on doing is, like I said, in the beginning, it's gonna be me. It's just gonna be me doing all the voice acting and working on the scripts and everything like that. I do eventually plan on reaching out to other content creators and seeing if they want to do work with me. Um, and of course, I'll be upfront with them, letting them know, hey, listen, I can't pay you right now. I really can't. If this story series actually starts taking off and I start getting decent monetization from Patreon and YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and all of that, I will be able to start spreading around some of that love. But for now, if I ask anybody, any content creator to collaborate, it would be, like for exposure on both of our parts kind of thing. But it would be nice to be able to get other people who want to get into voice acting to be able to work on this project with me, because there are definitely going to be some roles when I start going further into the story series of Fire Amongst the Stars that I'm going to need more than just the range that I can do. Are you going to put gameplay over it? No, I'm not going to put gameplay over that series, just because mainly it's going to be kind of like a radio show. So if anything, there will be artwork that be placed on there, either done by my girlfriend, maybe myself, or someone that I know, or someone that I commission for the artwork to do. But when it comes to the Fire Amongst the Stars story series, there's not going to be gameplay over it. There is an Arc story series that I'm actually doing that is using Arc as the scenery and the background, as well as the characters and such. Where there will be gameplay over the actual narration and everything like that. But that's a completely separate project that I'm working on. I still have to finish building out the scenery and all of the world for that before I actually get that done. Yeah. So, but like I said, the Fire Amongst the Stars series, it's just going to be all, pretty much a radio show. And it's just for me to kind of like just get my foot in the door, or I don't know what the right phrasing is. It's for me to practice doing some voice acting stuff, even though I know I probably will never be chosen to be a voice actor of anything big. It's just something fun to do and something that maybe I could try out, see if I can get any success into that. But I mainly just want to be a content creator. That's like the main goal here. So all of that adds into the content that I can create. So it's practice, it's fun, and that's the whole point of it, right? And like I said, if I can make it as a content creator, if I can make this dream come true, and show, and reach my ultimate goal, my ultimate dream is to be able to look at my daughter, look her straight in the face, and be able to tell her that you can make any dream come true. And I am living proof. If I can say that to her, say that I made that happen. And if I can make that happen, if I can make my silly little dream come true, then my daughter, she damn well can make anything that her amazing little mind, her amazing brain can think up. And that's what I want for her. And that's my ultimate goal. That's why I do this. That's why I have such a drive to make this come true, to make this successful. Because that's what matters to me, my daughter. To be able to show her that. Because if she can see that, she actually can see that there was somebody in her life that actually made that happen, then without a doubt, she will know that she can do it too. And yes, I am repeating myself, but it's just that's what it's just something that means the most to me, you know? I am Asian Faja Gamer. I am Asian and I am a father, and my daughter is the most important thing in the world to me. So yeah, that's why this dream is so important to me. And for other people, like the reason why I push so much positivity out there, the reason why I do my TikTok videos, and even the adverts for my streams are all, trying to build y'all up. It's because I want you guys to realize just how amazing you are, just what you can do with just your hands, the dreams that you can achieve, the goals that you can make come true, the mountains you can climb. Because y'all are fucking amazing. Don't you ever forget that. Alright. Let's see. Need to build my house. That's what I was working on. I have to be very careful because I'm in territory of wyverns. And I've talked to so many people about this, because when it comes to my TikToks, a lot of the people who see my TikToks are younger people. And I have absolutely no problem with that, because the youth of our nation, the youth of our world, are the future. And if I can help guide them to find happiness, then that is a worthy goal for me, you know? And like I said, I've seen I've had many young people. Let's see. You are inspiring, bro. Literally such a cool dude. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much, Zeno Cloud 420. Thank you. And I've had so many young people. Yeah, but I've had so many young people come to me and ask me for different advice about mainly where to go in life. And I always tell them the same thing, and I'm going to tell y'all the same thing on this podcast when it comes to reaching your dreams, going for your goals, and you're at a point in your life where you don't know what your goals are. You don't know what you want to reach for. And that's something that can be kind of scary, kind of daunting, and it kind of warps our perspective in what we're trying to do. But what we have to remember is how exhilarating that is. Because there is a freedom in that. There's a freedom in not knowing what your passion is. Because at that point, the landscape is food. And your world is open. The doors are all open. And it is for you to go journey out into the world and explore and see what it has to offer you. To find that passion. That is in itself an amazing adventure. And we take it for granted. We look at it as a burden, when we should be realizing it's part of that wonderful journey. That is our life. And life is all about perspective. You can keep looking at the negatives, or you can flip that switch and look at the little victories that you have and realize just how much they add up. All right. And yes, I gonna ramble. That's what I do. Let's see. Are those? Is that right? No, that doesn't look right. No, no, that's right. Never mind. Sorry, I had to make sure that actually looked right, because some of the outdoor ones look indoor and some of the indoor ones look outdoor, but whatever. And oh man, I love the realism in this game. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This podcast is gonna be all over the place, because I have little. I don't know. I haven't really organized this one too well, but this is my first episode, and I wanted to get it done. So here we are, And I really do hope that y'all do enjoy it when you watch it on YouTube, and I hope that you guys who are currently in chat right now are enjoying it. Really, I appreciate those of you that are here talking with me and just hanging out with me. It means a lot. It really does. And as a content creator, honestly, there are many of us that we realize that we have to have a thick skin as content creators, but then we let that thick skin take over and we become completely callous. And we forget that the viewers, you guys, y'all out there, watching our videos, liking our stuff, sharing, commenting, and interacting with our content. You guys are the reason why we can be successful. And we have to remember that. We have to be grateful for that. And though, yes, there are obviously trolls out there, and we do have to be thick skinned, we cannot dismiss the fact that we are here for our viewers. We're here for our community, and we wouldn't be anything without our community. And I know there are so many content creators that recognize that, but I also know there are all content creators out there that dismiss that so easily. Only JS, only JS. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I was just had a little bit of a cough there. Thank you so much for that sub. I really do appreciate that. You are absolutely amazing. Do you believe in the Lord? Now, XenoCloud 420, I mean this with the utmost respect, okay? I, myself, am not religious. And this is just something that I've come to realize over time after doing many, many years of research in many different types of theism. And me personally, my beliefs when it comes to the afterlife and anything in that sense of life and sense of being, when it comes to what builds our morality and our thought processes, I don't believe in religion, but what I do believe in is something called the onosphere. I'm probably saying that incorrectly and completely obliterating it, but I believe in what's called the onosphere, which is essentially the collective consciousness of the collective consciousness of Earth itself. All of the sentient life as it progresses returns to this onosphere, which is a part of the atmosphere of our world. And this onosphere is the collection of the ionic energy of all consciousness on Earth that builds and continues life and evolution as time goes on. So what I believe what happens when we die, because I also believe partially in the ever expanding universe theory, as well as the fact that matter, energy can be created, it can be manipulated, but it can never truly be destroyed. Therefore, ever expanding universe theory. And in that sense, all of our neural energy, those electrical impulses don't just disappear when we die. That's hard for me to believe. What I see it as, and what the onosphere is when we die, that neural energy is recycled, returning back into the onosphere, continuing that conscious evolution of life on Earth. And as more life is born, that neural energy is recycled. Not necessarily a soul, but that neural energy is recycled into that life, continuing it on and continuing the evolution of life on this earth. And when it comes to things like ghosts and all that, and all those kind of things, I just simply and past lives, I simply just believe that those are imprints upon that neural energy. Nothing more than imprints left over as the energy is recycled. it's kind of an odd concept for some people, but when the concept was presented to me about the ionosphere, I did a lot of research, and it's something that makes more sense to me than any type of theism out there in the world. What are some of your favorite conspiracy theories? So I don't have a lot of favorite conspiracy theories just because all of them are pretty entertaining, but I actually don't, I'm not knowledgeable enough to be able to say one way or the other. But recently, someone presented to me a very interesting conspiracy theory, and this one is kind of one of my favorite conspiracy theories, even though I know it's complete bunk because the person who told it to me was whacked out, and he was a whacked out vagrant living on the streets. And, well, what he told me was the government is vaccinating us, and the vaccine is changing our DNA so that we, as the population, can be more adept to fight the alien invasion that is that is coming upon the Earth. That is what this guy said to me before he ran off shouting, yeah, interesting nights working in security. And I wasn't even on duty when that happened. But honestly, if that is true, if the government's, if the vaccine is something that's used to change us to become better at fighting aliens, fuck, I'm all for it, dude. Let's do it. I want to be the Alien Fight Force 5 or Alien Fight Force 5000. I don't know what the hell they would call it, but seriously, let's get to it. Come on. Think about how cool that could actually be. It's the beginning of X-Men right there. Alright, let's see. I gotta build my house while I'm talking about this. Right? That sounds sick! That sounds amazing! Like, if that's something that the government was actually doing, I'd be like, hell yeah, the government's finally doing something useful. They're making the world a cooler place by turning us all into mutants. And I don't know if people would be okay with that, but I'd be kind of okay with that. Listen, the mutant life's not for everybody, but the mutant life's for me. You want to turn me into fucking Wolverine? Let's get to it. I'm down. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if I ended up being some mutant like Toad. Just don't turn me into Bird, because his mutant ability is that he's literally a bird dude. That's about it. So yeah, I don't want that one. Just saying. All right, let's see. Let's drop some stuff because you heavy. Alright, I gotta gather some wood. You know, honestly, I miss older games. You know, there are some games that were just simple, but they were hard. Like Mega Man. Like Mega Man X. Let's see, when will you be uploading this to YouTube? If I don't upload this to YouTube by Monday, it'll be uploaded by Thursday. I just want to be able to try to do some editing on it. You know, add in some music here, some flair there, some and sound effects there. But we'll see. If anything, I might just do a raw upload of it and just do it from there. But we shall see how it goes. And if it is going to be just a raw upload, then more than likely it will be done in about 2 to 3 days. But like I said, we'll see how it goes. I do kind of want to do some editing on it, or at the very least try my hand at some editing to see if I can get it to sound and look better than what it would be if I were to not give a flying fuck. I know that's a weird concept. For some people, it's just I'm not good at any of this. I'm not good at video editing. I'm not good at 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 sound editing or anything like that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I definitely don't have the money to hire an editor. At least, not yet. Maybe down the line when I actually have people subscribing to my Patreon and regularly subscribing to my Twitch, and I'm actually, making enough money for this to be a career, then I can justify on, you know, spending money on hiring someone to do some editing, commissioning artists to do some updates on my overlay and things like that, which would be really nice, as well as you know emotes and things like that, and stuff that I can use to eventually make into merch. But all of that costs money, and I will be damned if I'm not gonna be that guy that's ever gonna approach an artist and be like, hey, for exposure, would you be willing to do some free work for me? No, no. Those people work hard. They put their all into their work, into their art, into everything that they do, and I will not be the guy to insult them and say, I can give you exposure if you give me some free work. I absolutely loathe people who do that, because I have so many friends that are artists that work for their art and sell their art, and it hurts my heart to hear them suffer and have to hear people degrade their work because they don't see the value in it, because they're not the ones who are doing it. And it's just like, dude, if you think it's not worth it, let me see you pick up a goddamn pencil or get on a goddamn computer and do that work. Let me see your graphic art. Let me see your artwork. Let me see your sculptures, your craft. And let me tell you, it's not cool to go up to anyone and just say, "Oh, I can give you exposure." Exposure don't mean dick. I would buy your merch so fast. I appreciate that, Zen Cloud 420, and I'm definitely want to work on that down the line. But I would have to. Actually, I think I can work. I can get like merch, like a merch store set up through like Twitch, because I have Twitch Prime and all that, and I am an affiliate. It's just a matter of I need a logo. I need chibi art and things like that. Stuff that I can actually use to sell and put on merch. Let's see, if you were to do merch, do you have an idea what you would put on it? I mean, yeah, I would definitely like to put on my Love Train catchphrases, Love Train rolling on through, choo choo, and something like that. But I would obviously have to figure out whether or not I could do something like that, because obviously the Love Train is a copyrighted song, a very awesome copyrighted song. I love that song, but we're not going to sing it here because I don't want YouTube. I don't want YouTube to strike this, and I definitely don't want Twitch to be like, "Uh-oh, no, 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 no." I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that negativity. Alrighty then. Alright, I need to make more walls. See, this is the thing I love about, games like this, sandbox style creative games where they allow you to build your base and things like that. DMCA, yeah, seriously, DMCA. And the thing is, as much as DMC laws have made streaming a little bit more cumbersome to do, and there's a lot more pitfalls and loopholes that we got to work around, I understand the necessity for DMCA laws, because artists deserve to protect their property. And musicians, especially, are some of the more exploited artists out there when it comes to just their work. I mean, I get it. They make a lot of money, but at the same time, there are so many people that just play their songs and then they make money off of that without being able to credit the artist himself who made the music originally. So I understand the necessity of DMCA laws, and I just It just needs some more fine tuning, in my opinion, especially when it comes to in-game music, like music that's in the fucking game for streamers. Like that is something that needs to be addressed when it comes to DMCA laws. What's up, Expired Latex? How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for joining me for Just a Dude podcast, live on Twitch, recorded for YouTube. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Facts. Yeah, exactly. And it's just like I'm not going to be the one that speaks against DMCA laws, but I'm also going to be the one that say that, you know what, these laws are brand new, they need some reworking. Even the Declaration of Independence had to have some reworking, so you really don't think that DMCA laws could use a little bit of reworking? I mean, I would have to say you would be out of your gourd if you think that that's just if it's just perfect the way it is. But like I said, I am all for protecting, you know, content of the people who made that content. That needs to be definitely addressed, especially especially on mediums like TikTok. There are so many content creators that rip off other content creators and leave zero trace of the fact that there's any credit towards them. You know, you could so easily either stitch or use a sound without manipulating it and make it so that it's easily traced back to the person that actually made the sound or made the video or whatever. But then there are so many people that go out of their way to try to remove the original creator so that they can make it seem like it's their idea, which is just like, come on. Come on. I mean, you really want to make it as a content creator, you got to have a little bit of originality. But at the same time, you know, parody, there's nothing wrong with it. Uh, you know, but if you want to be a content creator, you want to make it here in any fashion, even just as an entertainer, you got to be creative and you got to be a little bit original. I mean, nothing wrong with learning from the past, but you don't want to be stuck in the past. Right? Just saying. Alright then, let's get some more wood. Okay, right, there's no more wood here. I need to fly around. But as I was saying, I do really enjoy games like this, the newer, more modern games, especially the sandbox style games, but I miss older gaming, you know? Like Mega Man X. Let me tell you something about old style platforms. People will crap on 8-bit games all day long because they don't think they're advanced enough or they're not, you know, they're not hard enough. But I have seen so many modern gamers struggle with playing Mega Man X. I'm not talking about the second one or the third one. I'm talking about the first one. And it's just like, dude, it's a platformer. It's all about skill, timing, and the fact that technology wasn't as responsive as you want it to be. So you have to account for that. Oh shit. Nope, not dying, not dying. Okay, that was bad. That was bad of me. Okay, what the hell? There we go. There we go. Alright, so I need to go back up here. Need to reset the game now because when you do that whole creative mode thing, because I made a mistake and I wasn't just going to die there, but when you do that whole creative mode thing, it kind of bugs the game out. So we'll just exit out and come back in, restart that. But yeah, you know, and there are some older games that just have some charm to them. And I miss, you know what I really miss playing? I miss playing Pokemon Silver. And I was so excited when they re-released Pokemon Silver for the DS. Was it for the DS? Yes, it was for the DS. Soul Silver for the DS. For the I think it was actually for the 3DS. Well, either way, for the DS or 3DS. The only thing that made me really sad is the fact that they couldn't port it to the Switch because the Switch only had one screen. So playing DS games on the Switch wasn't really feasible because with the two screen thing. Which is the only thing that I hated about the DS and the 3DS is the fact that it had two screens. I get it, the gimmick was cool, but I thought about it down the line. I'm like, man, down the line, you are not going to be able to port this to another system unless, of course, you are just going to you're going to run with this dual screen system thing going with with the next gen system that you're going to go up with, which obviously they didn't with the Switch. So I saw that happening. I saw that there was not going to be any backwards compatibility because of that, which sucks. But, honestly, I'm really hoping, I'm really, really, really hoping, because they're obviously releasing the remake for Ruby and Sapphire, I believe. No, not Ruby and Sapphire. Remake for Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, I believe it's a remake for Diamond and Pearl, and they are also working on the Arceus version of the game, which is going to be the latest version, or the latest part of the Pokemon storyline, which is going to be really amazing. I cannot wait for that. But I'm really kind of hoping, yeah, Brilliant Diamond, right? And I'm truly, truly hoping that with that release on the Switch, on the Nintendo store, they're going to be doing just like a special little thing where they'll do a virtual console and they will release the old Pokemon games like Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, Silver, and Gold. I really want them to re-release Silver and Gold again because I just want to play it. I want to play it again. I can't play it again because I sold my 3DS a long time ago. I sold my DS a long time ago and all the games with it. So all I have is my Switch, and with my Switch, I really only have one game because I lost the other ones in a move on the divorce. So that sucked. But it would be so amazing if they would just do a virtual console and bring back some of the older games, just for nostalgia's sake. With the release of Pokemon. Thoughts on anime? Do you mean on the Pokemon anime or on anime in general? Because I am a weeb. I watch anime all the time. I grew up on anime, and I absolutely love anime. I've been to so many anime expos, I cannot even count. I used to cosplay. I don't cosplay anymore. I am a huge lover of the anime world. Currently, I am watching. Well, I finished watching it, and I'm really hoping for the next season soon of Record of Ragnarok. I I'm probably gonna start Demon Slayers again soon. I'm gonna probably start Demon Slayer or Black Clover. I don't know which one yet, but it's just what I'm thinking about right now. In general, yeah. So in general, I love anime. I do. And when it comes down to it, I'm more often binging anime than I am binging anything else. Although lately I've been really into watching The Flash, the CW version of The Flash, which I really like that rendition. I do. Barry Allen. The guy who does Barry Allen, I forget his name, is a really good actor, and the whole cast does that job very well. What's up, Soul Tagger? I'll binge streams. I appreciate you being here, my friend. How are you? Thank you for joining us for the Just a Dude podcast, episode 1. For real, I will too. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. I love y'all. I really do. You guys are what helped make this dream come true. And without you, I wouldn't be much. So thank you all for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means to me. Alright. And for anybody that shows up on my YouTube on this first episode podcast that just goes, oh, he's just simping for his community. Damn straight. You gonna call me a simp for my community? I'm a freaking simp for my community and people who support me. What you gonna do about it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm heavy, but I have what I need. Let's see. What can I drop? Cause dang, got too much stuff. Is that good? That's better. Not good, but better. Let's see. I'd love to. Let's see. I'd love to have you on a hot topic discussion next time. Uh, if you don't mind me asking, what is that? And I'm down, definitely down. Just got to know what that is. But yeah, I'm down. I'm trying to get more into content creating game. I'm definitely trying to network a lot more with the people around me, cause I'm making this happen. I'm done sitting on the sidelines and just passively doing things here and there, trying to make this happen, or like trying to like just not putting as much of myself into it as I probably could be. Let's see. We bring a hot topic to discuss, and then there's me and two invited people discussing together for around an hour. Well, Soul Tiger, I'm definitely down. Let me know. Uh, Message me on either Facebook, Twitch, or wherever, and let's coordinate that. I'm down. Definitely down for that. I definitely need. Let's see. Upcoming hot topic is pyramid streamers, communities to discuss. Okay. What are pyramid streamers, if you don't mind me asking? Just so I can. I mean, I'm definitely gonna look up the topic and figure out a little bit more about it. But I would definitely like to know, maybe a little background about that. Pyramid streamers. You mean like pyramid head lovers? Well, it's probably something different though. Because there also are those streamers that are out there that are literally just there to sell a product. And I mean, yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that because honestly, us content creators were probably one of the easiest avenues for people to sell products. But at the same time, if you're talking about pyramid streamers that are actually running a fucking pyramid scheme, which is illegal, a con. That's not cool. Let's see, a big That's a thing. That's actually a thing. I thought that's a thing? And I'm guessing there's money involved in this, and that's the big problem. Oh yeah, I have some choice words about that particular subject. Buying views and support and gains. Buying a network. I would definitely like to be part of that discussion if I could be there at the time. It just depends on, work schedule and such. Let's see. No pure money, but views times bits and subs. Yeah, okay, but that's essentially the same thing as like sub for sub, host for host, follow for follow. That is against Twitch service, Twitch terms of service. Um, so yeah, I definitely have choice words about that as well. Yeah, that's not cool. If you if you sub in my stream, you might get a raid. That's not how it should be done, honestly. And when it comes to me, like I always try to raid, or I always try to at the very least host somebody. But I never ask somebody for something to do it. I host somebody or I raid somebody because I want to show them support. Clear and simple. It's a hot topic I'd love to discuss. Well, so Tagger, I'm gonna hold off on talking about it here because I would definitely love to be part of that. So, yeah, definitely message me. Let's try to coordinate something because that would be amazing. Because that's not cool. That is not cool. Like, there's nothing about that that is okay. You know, networking. You know what? No, no. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off. Let's see. Long time to see. Hope you're doing. Hey, what's up, Cryptic Distortion? I'm so glad that you're here, my friend, because there is something I actually wanted to talk to you about. Because I'm not sure if you still are or if you're not. But if I remember correctly, you were actually an avid Sea of Thieves player, right? Because I just recently got my hands on Sea of Thieves, and I'm trying to find a crew to run with, and I definitely want to be able to play that more often. Yes, and also Cryptic Distortion, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you showing up for the first episode of Just a Dude podcast. Let's see, this is the reason I started doing these 1 hour hot topic discussions into my stream. Whoa, that's awesome. I really appreciate, you trying to include me. Hopefully we can get that set up. Hopefully it does work with my schedule. I really do want to be part of that. So yeah, that would be awesome. All right, let's see. That would. Okay, what? What the hell? Okay. Let's see. Cryptic. I couldn't. Let's see. I couldn't just have that name. I know, man. The thing is, Cryptic. That I'm sure someone probably already has that, and I'm sure that's why you don't have it for yourself. I get that. But yeah, seriously, Cryptic Distortion, please, 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 message me on Discord. Um, because I would love to get together an actual crew. Because I want to play Sea of Thieves. My girlfriend got the game for me, and we actually started playing a little bit. It's fun, but it is really hard with just two people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Sea of Thieves with one person, it's like trying to run a kitchen with one person, and it's not. It doesn't work well. Let's see. What are your timings? So when it comes to playing the game, let's see. I don't want these reward thingies, so I'm just gonna give it to you. Is that all good? I mean, you mean the points? Those points are individual for every person, but if you mean like bits, I don't know. I mean, I can't. I don't know. But what are my timings? So I mean, obviously I'm still Pacific Standard Time. Um, streaming, it's a little bit up in the air, but generally I try to stream on Thursdays and on Saturdays. Uh, it's easy solo when you know how to play. Well, that's the problem. I don't know how to play. I mean, honestly, most of the time I'm literally just like, okay, this is where you angle the sail. Okay, okay, now I gotta angle the boat. Okay, okay, now I gotta run down. I gotta grab some cannons. Oh shit, they're shooting at me. I gotta build the cannons. I gotta shoot at them. Oh no, we're sinking. I gotta put freaking panels. Oh god. Yeah, that's how it went when I tried to go solo for the first time. I died. Boat sank. Fast. Like, fast. I didn't stand a chance. I got like 2 cannonballs in. Give it a few weeks and you'll master it. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna stop trying. It's a really fun game. It's just, it seems like it'd be a lot more fun with a good crew that I can consistently play with. Because I definitely want to be a pirate legend, but that takes time. Because my girlfriend's already a pirate legend. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. I gotta be ending the podcast. I gotta be ending the stream. I really appreciate everyone that was here and has been here. It really does mean a lot. It does. Gonna be playing a little bit of music from my good friend, Mr. Vale Walker. You can check him out on YouTube as we're ending this, of course. I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you so very much. And of course, like I said, you guys can check this out on YouTube. Soon I will be posting it. I don't know when, probably in the next couple of days after I do a little bit of editing, of course. Thank you all so much. Like I said, you can find it on YouTube. I'll be posting about when I actually do post it on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok. If you guys do want to, there we go. If you guys do want to support me off of, shoot, that didn't work. Alright, if you guys do want to support me off of stream and in anywhere else, you can check me out on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, as well as you can also check out my Patreon, which there's not much on there now, but I will be adding on more, and there will be stuff that adds in onto for my podcast and other things. And of course, in the future, there will be stuff for merchandise as soon as I get that set up. So thank you all so much. Thank you for joining me for the Just Dude podcast, episode 1. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it on YouTube. And thank you guys for joining me on the live Twitch. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye-bye.